Team Golovkin says there's no way that Canelo Alvarez, I was born ready, fights against Daniel Jacobs in May. Too risky. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the channel members. We got a new thing. Underneath this video, you see a blue button right next to the subscribe button. It says join. Click on that for more information. It's $4.99 a month to support your favorite creators, and there's additional perks that come with it, similar to what they do on Twitch and Patreon. YouTube sent me an offer that I couldn't refuse, you know. So we got the channel members rolling, special emojis and different things available to channel members. So again, become part of the army exclusively, the VIP army. Now, Tom Loeffler, Triple G's promoter, he did an interview with FIGHTHUB. Link is in the description, and we'll jump right into his quote. He says, "I'll go on record. I don't think there's any way Canelo Alvarez fights Daniel Jacobs in May. That's just my opinion. I just don't think Canelo's going to choose to fight him in May. If he does, look, that's a great fight too. I don't think Canelo's going to take that risk to fight a guy like Danny Jacobs in May. But if he does, then we give our hats off to him. I just think if you look at a Rocky Fielding type of opponent, not to take anything away from Fielding, but you know, I don't think that's going to be a challenging fight for Canelo." Listen, the boxing game is so funny right now. Like, one, I have to start off by saying that I'm not sold that Canelo absolutely will fight in May. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, most of those guys are on DAZN. Jacobs hasn't been confirmed for DAZN, but he's a champion and he's with Eddie Hearn, and he was with HBO, who is now, so he's now homeless. You know, he doesn't have a home. He had a multi-fight deal with HBO, but HBO, their last fight with boxing is supposed to be Chocolatito, and then Cecilia Brækhus as the main event, right? So he's gonna have to find somewhere. He's gonna have to go to Showtime or something, or he's gonna have to go to DAZN. So it looks like DAZN could be a likely suitor. Now, the funny thing is this: I don't know who Canelo fights. Rocky Fielding, I'm not. It's you know, end of the year, close the year, and he already fought Golovkin twice. Cool, you know, he got all the belts, got a cut in that fight. You know, we give Canelo a pass, or at least me. You know, I don't think he did what we wanted him to do, which is move up. And he fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Then he fought Golovkin. It wasn't good enough, so he came back with a different style of fight, you know, more Mexican style or whatever people want to say. And he came and beat Golovkin and had Golovkin's face looking worse in the rematch. So cool. He wants to fight Rocky Fielding in December to get a second one in because he wasn't able to fight in May because of obvious reasons. The clenbuterol, Clingate scandal. Fine. I'm good with that. I don't know who he fights in May. But the funny thing is that Team Golovkin is criticizing A-side Lambonello and who he may or may not fight, when they themselves are talking about fighting other people outside of Jacobs. Now, yes, Triple G did fight Jacobs before, and he beat him. I thought he lost the fight, but, you know, the judges gave it to him. It was a close fight. Fine. But Jacobs has since beat 3 undefeated fighters in a row, and he's now a champion, whereas Golovkin took his first pro loss to Canelo, you know, officially, and he lost all his belts. So it's just kind of ironic that Team Golovkin is talking about fighting against Ryota Murata, possibly Rob Brandt, possibly, or maybe even moving out of the division to fight Caleb Smith. Now, I don't think that's an easy fight necessarily, but it's not what should happen next. Why leave a division that's like Danny Garcia or Errol Spence leaving 154. Now, if Errol Spence left 154 to fight, let's say, Jared Hurd, that's not a bad fight, but if you could make the weight and there's a lot of bigger fights and interesting fights, you know, right here in your current division, then I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see Errol Spence. Again, I have nothing against Jared Hurd versus Errol Spence. It's a solid fight. But why not see Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, Errol Spence versus Terry Crawford, fights like that? You know, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and then you move up. You know, so no one has a problem with Triple G moving up to 168, but you got issues in your own immediate division right now, and you've been fighting there since the amateurs your whole pro career. So why an urgency to move up now when they said Triple G was a small middleweight, you know? So it's just funny to hear Tom Loeffler talk about what Canelo won't do when Canelo has a better resume than Triple G, and he has proven that he is willing to fight the best. I mean, he fought Triple G, who was the best middleweight. He was widely considered the best middleweight by most everybody, you know, and he had the belts and the hardware to prove it. He fought Floyd Mayweather, the best ever, TBE, or at least the best of this generation, right? Adeslandi Lara at 54 was definitely one of the best, right? Hard style to beat. He fought him, you know, he fought Miguel Cotto, Hall of Famer. So Shane Mosley, when that was like a step up for him at the time, even though Mosley was older. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, how is Team Golovkin going to criticize Canelo and say he won't fight Jacobson? Maybe he doesn't, because I'm not sold. But it's just funny who's calling for that, because why doesn't Team Triple G give Jacobs a rematch in May? He already gave Triple G a tough fight. Now the tables have turned. Jacobs is a champion with the real belt, and Triple G has no belt. You know, at least when Triple G fought Jacobs, Jacobs had a version of a belt, you know, and Triple G was a super WBA champion. But now Triple G has no belts. So why doesn't Triple G fight Charlo? Why doesn't Triple G in March or May or whenever he's fight Jacobs in a rematch? Or Demetrius Andrade, who called him out when Canelo failed his drug test, you know? Or even a Derevyanchenko. Why would you be talking about fighting Rob Brandt? And I'm not saying Derevyanchenko is the main fight that I want to see, because it's not, you know? But Triple G is a silver medalist, and he just came from being a champion. Why wouldn't he be in a rush to get a belt, you know? So it's just, to me, it's pretty ironic that Triple G's team is saying that Canelo, he's not going to take a challenging fight like that. But when have they challenged themselves to move out of the division? Canelo has at least done that. Canelo moved up in weight, fought Julio Cesar Chavez at a catchweight, junior, at a catchweight at 164.5. Then he moved up to, you know, or moved to the 160 flat, fought Triple G, the best middleweight, twice back to back. Now he's moving up to 68 to at least fight somebody like a middle of the road Rocky Fielding, you know. So until Triple G starts taking those same penitentiary chances, you know, where he has something to lose. Canelo also fought Mayweather, where he clearly wasn't the favorite, and we've seen why for obvious reasons. So, you know, we got to see Triple G if his team is going to criticize the next person. We got to see Triple G take some of those same chances. I think a great start would be to fight Charlo. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know where Triple G plans to go as far as a home, but we'll see. It's just funny that he's virtually criticizing Canelo, who is at least taking risks. You can say whatever about Canelo, but his resume is better than Triple G, and he's taking risks. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Until next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.